welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 365. I have a finished, well, I'm this far from being finished, but we're going to count it as finished. That's my, as I've been calling it, the peacock shawl. It's actually the bridesmaid shawl, which is a free pattern. I forget who it's by. I will put it right down here, but it is free. I did a lot on this week. Last week, I had only completed to this marker. I have done all of this, and it is quite wide. It's wider than my wingspan, which means from arm to arm. So half of it from here, I can't even touch the end. So this is probably close to about 7 feet. So it's going to be a nice substantial shawl. I'll give you a little close-up so you can kind of see the pattern in it. And then I did modify the ends because I was running out of yarn. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough. So I basically kind of made it look like scalloped edging. And then the very center bottom of it, I did like this. Let's see if I can hold my hand in front of you. I just did a little bit more scalloped. It's very similar to the pattern, but I just didn't have quite enough. And I am literally on the last row of scallops right here, and I've got about halfway to go on the one side. So we're going to count it as finished. So the yarn is gorgeous. I mean, it's just, see if you can see it. Yeah, there you can get a real good view of the colors. You can see why I call it the peacock shawl. And this is how much I have left of the yarn. The other skein's completely gone, so this is all that's left of this skein. Just enough to finish the edge, and it'll be done. So that is my finished object. Now for my work in progress. I finished the second skein of this. This is called the Nightshade Sweater. And this is what the bottom looks like. It's a real pretty detail here. And this is where I was last week, and I have done one whole skein, so you can see it here. And the color is showing up pretty true to color. So it has some greens and some yellowy greens in it. It is soft. I really like it. I think it's going to be a nice piece to my wardrobe because I'm thinking khaki skirt or pants will look really good with this. So those are my finished projects. So what is my next crochet project to work on? If you missed Wednesday's video, you can click the link right here, and that will take you to it, where I did a review of the different Lion brand yarns that I have. And in the very end of the video, I told you what I was going to do with the Lion brand Schitt's Creek yarn that I got in. I have 6 skeins of 2 different colors of browns. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing with the total 12 skeins is making 2 afghans that will be 2 colored afghans. So, and I think I have decided on the pattern. I'm not sure what the name of it is. Thank you, Jane, for sending me a link to that afghan. It's a tutorial. So it shows with 2 colors, and I think that's going to look really, really good with it. So we're going to experiment with that one. And I like tutorials because they show me how to do it. So what I am wearing is just a infinity cowl. It wraps around my neck twice. And the yarn is Blick Fang, which is a German yarn. And there you can see it. I keep thinking the color of this was like Inferno or something like that, because it does have a fire type of color to it. It has some blues and reds. I always wear it with a shirt because it's almost an exact match with the reds in it. Yeah, it's nice and soft, and it's warm around my neck. So it's just simple knit 2 together and yarn over. That's all it is, because with the little bobbly stuff in here, you couldn't get into too much pattern because it wouldn't show anyway. So that's what I've been working on this week. What have you all been working on? Now, I had someone ask me a question this week, and I thought I would share it because I figured if one person had the same question, I'm sure other people have wondered as well. Why is it when you go on and look at yarn that is the same, like the same yarn, but it comes in a solid color and it comes in like stripes or variegated, and it's like the same yarn, why is there less yardage with the multicolored yarn as opposed to the solid yarns? There is a reason for that. Like for instance, if you looked at Red Heart or you look at some of the Lion brands that sell maybe like Super Saver, and there's some that are multicolored and some that are tonal, or not tonal but solid colored, why is there more yardage with the solids than there is with the multicolor? I don't know this for certain, but this is my guess because it would make the most sense. If you're only doing one color and you're only dyeing one color, it's all going in the same pot. It's not as labor intensive. If you add other colors to yarn, it's a multi-step process. You can only dye some of the colors and then you have to add the next color. The colors are put on by layers. And as a result, it's more labor intensive. So to keep it within the same price point so that both the solid and the multicolored skein cost the same amount, you get less yarn because it's more task-oriented, is more labor intensive to produce. So might be totally wrong on that, but I think I'm right. But if you have any other thoughts on that, let me know down there in the comments down below. But that is my guess why it is less yardage with multicolored yarns. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section today, there is a free pattern by Helen Stewart available until the 13th. So if you go over to Ravelry, you do not need to be a member of Ravelry. I am not a member of Ravelry. But if you type in Mount Juliet shawl, it will come up and you just click the add to my cart, and then you'll see a spot where you can put a coupon code in. If you put the coupon code Love Yourself, all capital letters, it will take the price off. The price is like in US dollars is normally $7.90. So yeah, it's a really good price for a Helen Stewart pattern. You know, it's free. You can't get much better than that. And it's a really pretty shawl as well. So yes, that coupon code is going to be good through the 13th. So if you would like to take advantage and get your first, I've never done a Helen Stewart pattern, so I am looking forward to it, and I like the pattern, so now I just need to pick out some yarn to make it with. So aside from that, we have Mary Maxim. Mary Maxim is offering 30% off of any one item. You do need to use a coupon code 1item30A. And that sale ends on Sunday. So if you would like to take advantage of that, that is over at Mary Maxim. All of the links to the sales that I am sharing are down below in the description box. Just click the little bold more and it will open up alphabetically and you can check it out. Lion Brand. Lion Brand is running 58% off of their clearance section right now. And they also have mystery stash bags for $14.99, and it is 6 mystery skeins for $14.99. So there's 2 different deals going on over at Lion Brand. The first one sounds like the better deal, but you never know. $14.99 for 6 skeins is a little over $2 a piece. So yeah, basically 15, yes. Yeah, a little over 2 something a piece. So that's Lion Brand. Lovecrafts is offering up to 40% off in their yarn right now. Annie's craft store has 20% off of their bags and their organizers. They also are offering 20% off of their select pattern downloads. There's no coupon code needed for that. And yes, 20% off of select pattern downloads. And then lastly, Knit Picks. And Knit Picks is offering 20% off of City Tweed, which is their yarn of the month. So every month they mark it down. They mark one yarn down by 20%, and this month it is City Tweed. So kind of a short podcast today. I did want to remind everybody that we are 50 viewers away from hitting our next 100. So we're halfway to our next 100. And when we get there, we will be doing another yarn giveaway. So if you haven't already, please click that little red subscribe button down here. And if you click the little bell-shaped icon next to it, then click all. That'll let you know whenever I post a video, which is always on Saturdays and Wednesdays, and whenever I run across a really good sale that I'm going to share with you all. So that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again on Wednesday, which I do not know what the video will be about. We'll be surprised together. So I will see you again on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.